Okay, it's the total station. These are the parts. It supplement the chain, compass, auto level, tachometry, trigonometry, everything. Using this, you can calculate. You can find out the distances, angles, levels, everything. Okay, and also give the coordinates of every points with reference to the starting point or your chosen point. Okay, so based on that, you can find out the areas of enclosed between those coordinates, or you can find out the levels of the different points. Based on that, you can find out the filling or excavation of the ground surface. Totally, you can find out the how much earthwork you have to do. You can easily calculate by the total station. So okay, it stores the data also. It stores the data, so you can draw the data from the total station and you can install in your PC, and the data directly install into the CAD software, and you can draw a picture of that field area with reference to the levels, sections, everything. Okay, so that's it. So laterally, so what is the extra part? It has a prism also there. I shown you what is the picture of prism. Okay, so these are the pictures of the prisms. It only reflects the signal, not it receives. Okay, just receives signal. So it requires any tripads, one tripod for the total station, one tripod for the prism. Okay, one tripod for the total station, one tripod for the prism. Okay, these are the total station, different parts. But if you say these are the important words, but I will give the one PPT also. Okay, listen. But if you want to write down essay like about the total station, you require some material, na? So I just explain what is the important things in something, what is the uses. But if you want required a PPTs like this, okay, okay, see. So just nothing more than this. Just you already see the total station, you know the advantage, you know the usages. Okay, then no need of this PPT, but I will show some theoretical content. Okay, so show it. See what is the total station, capability of total station, important of say operations, use of the total station, advantages and applications. See, total station is a surveying equipment combination of the electromagnetic distance measurements, not electronic. It's electromagnetic. I shown the signal, electric signal, magnetic signal, clubbed it. Okay, and electronic theodolite. It's a theodolite and a distance measurements. Both are okay. So it is also integrated with microprocessor, electronic data collector and storage system. Okay. The instrument can be used to measure the horizontal and vertical angles as well as the sloping distance of the object to the instruments. I already said using the electronic distance measurement, you can only calculate the sloping distance, not the exact horizontal distance. Based on that vertical angle, you can find out the horizontal distance. Okay, so with respect to the EDM instrument, you will find out the only sloping distance. Okay, I already explained it last class. See, this is the total station picture. Everything you see it is. So see, these are the everything is shown some dotted lines. Okay, see once again. If you seeing the equipment or anything, you will get only 20% knowledge. If you just touch the equipment or visible directly, you will get 50%. But if you using the equipment in the field, you will get 100%. Okay, so that's it. Whenever how much I tried, it's not sufficient. Okay, but I think you already touched the equipment and you saw directly, so you have an idea. So okay, that's the important. See, so same picture they drag it. Okay, so this is the total station tripod. This is a prism. It has also one tripod. Okay, so that's it. Compatibility of these total stations. Compatibility means if you see it is It will give average multiple angles measurements. You already know with the using of the theodolite, you can take the readings, you can take the angle from left side, right side. So one time, two time, three times. So then average multiples, you will take the reading of average of those distances. You already know. We explained last semester. Okay. Left side, right side, turning axis. Okay. You already know. Same thing, average of the multiple distance. You will take the distance from one location to the other location. Your same instrument is exchanging. You will take the another distances. It will give the average of those distances. Accuracy. Okay. Horizontal distances. Distance between any two points. Distance between any two points means sloping distance, not a horizontal distance. Sloping distance. One one point is lie one level, another point is lie another level. You can directly take the distance. You can directly take it. That is the only primary method of the total EDM instruments. But if you want the horizontal distance, that is the problem. That is the problem. So you can solve by utilizing vertical distance. So okay, elevation of the objects, that is the levels. All the three coordinates of the observed points. It gives the coordinates of the observed points. Data collection can be downloaded to computers for the processing. Okay. So a person can easily carry out in the field. So just one person is sufficient, not sufficient, but because see, so prism has also tripod, na? Prism has also tripod. Whenever you want, just fix it, the prisms, then you can take the readings from total station. Okay, no one needs to hold on the prism. Okay, that's it though. So you can, only single person you can take it. Total stations with different accuracy in angle measurements and different range of measurements available in the market. So you can purchase anything. So okay, most probably the quality equipments has brand ambassador of Japan. So he suggests one equipment. So Sokyo Limited, Japan, Tokyo. So these are the total station different parts. He explained handle, screwing, screw, data, instrument, height mark, everything he shown the different parts of the total station, but we don't require this much of every point. If you touch the equipment, you can observe it by showing the figure. I shown this is the 26 is telescopic eyepiece. You don't understand, but most probably you can understand because you already seen the equipment in our laboratory. So most you can understand. Okay, horizontal clamp, horizontal motion screw, something, display, objective lens, leveling foot screws, like this. Okay, so total station operations, important operations, distance measurement. See, electronic distance measurement instrument is a major part. It range varies from 2.8 kilometers to 4.2 kilometers. Almost 4 kilometers is what so up to 4 kilometers. Wow, it's too good. Okay, you can take the reading of 4 kilometers range. Oh my god. See this. The accuracy of measurement varies from 5 mm to 10 mm per kilometer. See how much accuracy will we get? 5 mm to 10 mm. They are used with automatic target recognizer. Okay. The distance measured is always sloping distance from the instrument to the object. We already know how it is. Okay. So because we send a signal and receives, it will go and it will have a path of sloping distance, not an exact horizontal path. Okay. The electronic theodolite part of the total station is used for the measuring of vertical and horizontal angles also. The measurement of horizontal angles in any convenient direction may be taken as a reference direction. You already know with respect to the theodolite. Okay. So now also measure the heights of the points with inaccessible points. You can find out the heights. How can you find out the heights are? So you know this distance and you can find out the horizontal distance with respect to the vertical angle. So you can find out the level of this height. Then you can sum up this total. Okay, sum up this total. You can easily find out the height of the distance. If you want, if you know the level of this object. Otherwise, if you put some tripod here, so prism here, you can take horizontal angle. So if you know this level, you already know this level. So if you know that level, you can find out this vertical distance, this distance by using the vertical angle. You can sum up those three. You can get it. What is the height of the object. Okay, so no need at all. So you can easily find out the triangle. So it is a data processing. The major advantage in this is data processing. Okay, the instrument is provided with inbuilt microprocessor. The microprocessor averages multiple observations with the help of the slope, distance, and vertical and horizontal angles measured. When height of the axis of the instrument and the targets are supplied, the microprocessor computes the horizontal distance and xyz coordinates also. See, it says that you no need to do manual calculations. You know the horizontal, see the height of axis instrument. If you know the height of axis instrument and also sloping distance and vertical angle, it automatically calculates the horizontal distance also. It automatically calculates the horizontal distance also. What he said, when the height of the axis of the instrument and the targets are supplied. So now with the help of the slope, distance, and the vertical and horizontal angles, the microprocessor computes the horizontal distance and xyz coordinates automatically. So, okay, the processor is capable of applying temperature and pressure corrections to the measurements also. Oh my god, this has so many advantages. See, it is temperature and pressure corrections also. You already know it. When we discussed chain surveying, what is the temperature corrections and what is the pressure corrections? Okay, it automatically corrects that atmospheric temperature and pressures are supplied. We supplied the atmospheric temperature and pressures, it automatically rectifies its mistakes or correct it. Okay, so display, another big factor in this total station equipment is display. Electronic display units is capable of the displaying various values when respective keys are pressed. Respective keys means F2, F3. Okay, if you want to show what is F2, F3, so see it is this, which the respective keys means this. So if you see this, so this F1, F2, F3, F4. These are the keys. How they function? Whenever you take the field, you can find out what is the exact usage of F1, F2. Those are the respective keys. Where the F1 has something function, F3 has some function. Okay, so if you press those functions, you will get the values or the clear pictures. Okay, those are the respective keys. F1, F2, F3, F4. These are the some coordinates points. Okay, we will see some of the videos. Okay, some of the videos you can clear picture on it. We will see. Okay, the system is capable of the displaying horizontal distance, vertical distance, and horizontal and vertical angles, difference in elevations of the two observed points, and all the three coordinates of the observed points. See, everything what you required, everything is it will give. So what other you required, everything you required is supplying through total station. See, everything, horizontal distance, vertical distance, horizontal and vertical angles, difference in elevations of the observed 2 points. Okay, everything you what you learned throughout the surveying 1 2 with respect to with by the different methods, it supplies all those things, all the values using this one equipment. So that's it. That's the use of the total station. That's why it's called total. Okay, so electronic book data. Okay, the capacity of the reserve electronic notebook varies from 2000 points to 4000 points data collection points. How many points data you can collect it? So it has a storage system. It has 2000 to 4000 points data it can collect. Later, if you transfer those data to your system, then you can easily erase it and you can start another system. Okay, the surveyor can unload the data stored in a notebook to computer and reuse the notebook. That's it. So uses everything you know it. The total station instrument is mounted on a tripod, is leveled by operating level screws within a small range of instrument, is capable of adjusting itself to the level position. Then vertical and horizontal reference directions are indexed using onboard keys. So it is possible to set required units for a distance, temperature, pressure. So atmospheric pressure, atmospheric temperature. Surveyor can select measurements mode like fine, coarse, single or repeated. No need at all. So how it is using, how we can use the totalization, he explained this, but we will show the videos. So okay, you can understand much more by the direct video mode. Otherwise, by by writing, by explaining, you can't. Okay. So when target is sighted, horizontal vertical angles as well as sloping distance are measured, and by pressing appropriate keys. What are those keys? What is this thing? We will see one or two best videos. Okay. The information is stored in electronic device. No need the point data download to the computer. Everything okay. Advantages. So the following of the some of the major advantages: field work is carried out very fast, accuracy of the measurement is high, manual errors involved in reading and recording are eliminated. So what is the manual errors? We discussed in chain and theodolite and tachometry, everything, plane table. What is the manual errors? Equipmental error, manual error, atmospheric errors. We discussed so many errors. Okay. So manual errors involved in reading and recording are eliminated. Calculation of the coordinates is very fast and accurate. Even corrections for temperature and pressures are automatically made. Computers can be employed for map making and plotting contours and cross sections. So you already know how to draw contours, contour maps. What is a contour? How to draw contour map. So if you take so many readings, by this readings you can draw contour level. So I think you know the contour, how to draw contour levels also. Okay. So system, it is, we can give the commands and it will give directly the picture. Okay. Computers can be employed for map making and planting contours and cross sections. Contour interval scales can be changed. So everything we can do with the system. So it is advantage. Before everything we have to write down the data book and field book. Later we have to work on the paper and see something. Later we have to do it with manual. But this is super fast because everything is in digital format. It will give very accurate and very small time, within a small time. So however, surveyor should check the working conditions of the instruments before you see. Okay. So that's it. Now is applications. Total stations are mainly used by land surveyors and civil engineers either to record features in a topographic surveying or set out features such as roads, house, boundaries. They are also used by the archaeologists to record the excavations and by police, crime scenes, investigators, private accident. So in India, no police, no crime scenes, no private accident recognition. No one used this total station. In a police, our system is working by only manual. No one uses these type of equipments in our Indian culture. Okay. So don't write this type of sentence to your examination. Use your mind, use your sense, not by writing someone. Okay. This written by some some other faculty, but maybe some other countries may use it as like this, but in our country not possible. Not possible. It's possible, but no one is using still now. Okay. Total stations are the primary survey instruments used in the minor surveying. So that's it. A total station is used to record the absolute locations of the tunnel walls, ceilings, floors, strips of underground mine and river, everything. Everything where the surveyor is required, he uses the total station. The recorded data then downloaded into a CAD program. I already explained. And compared to the design layout of the tunnel, you can easily do. So what is CAD? So CAD and STAD Pro you will learn by next semesters one by one. Okay. The survey part, I think you know the CAD. I think in a drawing, last two chapters are related with CAD. I think. Okay. The survey party installs the control stations at regular intervals. What is a control station? You already know. What is a boundary station? What is a control point? Surveying first chapter, first lesson. What is a control point? What is a boundary point? Everything. Okay. So in plane table surveying also we discussed what is the control stations. We have to check one by one. So whenever we moving one location to another location, we have to check points, control points. Okay. These are the small steel plugs installed in a base in a hole steel. No need to discuss like this, but you have to check in total station also. You have to check using the control points. Okay. Total stations have become the highest standard for the most forms of the construction layout. They are most often used in the X and Y axis layout locations of the presentations, penetrations, out of the underground utilities in the foundations. No need at all. So every field, every location where the surveyor is required, that location total station is required. That's it. Okay. Meteorologists also use the total stations to take track weather balloons for determine the upper level winds. Meteorologist means what? Meteorologist. Everything. Meteorologist means what? Total stations to take weather. Who records the weather or who study the weathers. Those are called meteorologists. Okay. So in weather field also total stations are easy. Okay. Wind speed, to locate the wind speed something. Okay. So he explains the balloons to determine the height of the cloud layers. Height of the cloud layers. Okay. So we know it. Some of the extra meteorological department also uses the total station to identify the height of the clouds. That is the new point. We learned it. Okay, that's the thing. So that's it. This is the explanation of the total station. No need to explanation further because that's the sufficient. This is the total station. This is where you have to use. What is the advantages regarding the conventional methods? How we will use. So we will see through some YouTube videos for the next class. Okay, theory part is sufficient today class. So remaining video. So directly how to take the readings and how to set the total station in the ground part. How to take the coordinates. How to take the horizontal and vertical angles. Everything we will learn by the YouTube videos. Okay, if I said something in air like this, someone install like something, you can't understand nothing. You understand 0%. If I said in a white paper, okay, if I said in a white paper, you can't understand nothing. It's okay. So if you know the idea of total station, what is the uses, what is the purpose, how can you use, later how to install, how to take readings, everything we will go through by videos. Okay, that's it. For the next class we will go through the videos of total station. This is sufficient to write your theory part examinations for the total, what is the total station regarding. Okay, that's it. That's it today's class. Whatever the doubt